Okay, we're going 6 hours in. How long is this game? I guess I should punch it into howlongtobeat.com and see what comes up. Nah, I'm not gonna do that. Okay, so we were going to a dinner party, I think. Do we just hop on the train, or do we take my plane? Do we go to Spain? I won't complain. Okay, so not the train. So probably back to headquarters. It's weird how rarely it feels like there's ever dialogue on the train, because it was like in MySims Kingdom, there was always dialogue on the boat. Stunning good evening gown. I did have a blue suit for the more formal events you need to attend. A cow-themed top hat and monocle? Okay, get off my property, Yuki. How about your face? How would you like that? I guess since they give me the outfits, I might as well... Man, I said that really robotically. I might as well put on the new dress. It was under this category, right? Yeah, there it is. It's got a little scarf, too. I don't know if I want to take off the headset, though. Because I like the glasses, too. I want to keep the glasses. But it also makes me look like a pop star. Alright. Wait. Oh, wait. Oh, they're darker. I'll go no glasses for this. This reminds me of in Brain Age when you're on the title screen. If you say glasses, his glasses bounce up and down on his face. The Brain Age guy, the floating head guy. His name I don't remember. Bugs. Oh yeah, these guys are great. They just love my music. Good. So now we take the plane. Take off. I guess the plane's the part where you really get the dialogue. So I think there's always been dialogue on the plane. Hey, here's Cyrus's mansion is down in the bayou. So I don't know if I'm up for this, Nikki. I've got too much to do already. I'm swamped. Good evening, friends. It's Carl with the deep voice. Yeah! Yeah, I get that a lot. May I see your invitation, please? Of course. I see. Right this way, Poppy. Do you have any bags I can take? No, we don't. Good. That lady in the yellow dress brought so much luggage I thought my arms were going to fall off. It's okay, you can just put it back on, right? Oh, great. The others have already arrived. Madame Zoe was just about to begin. Right this way, please. I'm telling you, Trevor, he's going to leave the fortune to me. Nonsense, dear Cyrus would only entrust that powerful crystal to me! They say the fortune can show you your future. Wait, did I read that right? What exactly are you hoping to see, Trevor? Oh, nothing. I just need the crystal as a prop of my new play. Trevor finds the crystal. That's ridiculous. You're a ridiculous man. Darlings, if I get the crystal, I will use it for something worthwhile. For seeing new fashion trends. Wow, sounds like these people only came to the will reading to get that fortunate crystal. Fortunite. Isn't that why we're here? There's Violet. You know, there's more to this estate than just the crystal. I don't know how to read that. Everyone is here. Thank you all for accepting my invitation. As you know, we have gathered tonight to read the will of my great-uncle, Cyrus. Soon we will know who among us will inherit Uncle's estate. But first, a word from our sponsor, NordVPN. We eat dinner. I don't know if I legally have to say I'm not sponsored. Like, I'm not doing that. That's a joke. Yes, sir, dinner is planned. But before that, we should all adjourn to the crystal room. I wish to hold a reading with all of you. Interesting. If you please follow me to the crystal room, we may begin. Ah! The door's open! Scary! Scary open door! Madam Zoe, what happened? Oh, Nikki, it's terrible. You're not using the crystal holder I built you in MySims. The crystal, it's been destroyed. Well, that's good for me, right? I don't need to worry about Morcubus getting it. That's not good. Okay, never mind. It's not good, apparently. We must tell the others right away. Well, they were right behind me, weren't they? What's going on in there? We heard a scream. I hope no one's in danger. Don't worry, everyone. Nikki's in there right now. I'm sure everything is fine! Well, it looks like someone snuck in there and smashed the Fortunite. What? Everything is not fine. It's not fine at all. No, this can't be. I'm sorry, everyone. I know you're only here for the crystal. I don't know how this happened. I understand if you want to leave. A prize lays shattered upon the floor. I see no reason to stay. We'll beat it then. Get out of here. I don't think that's a good idea for anyone to leave until the mansion... I don't think it's a good idea for anyone to leave the mansion until we figure out who smashed the Fortunite. It's probably some unseen character that we haven't met yet. There was a ghost in MySims 1. I can't believe it's gone. I should probably start investigating the scene of the crime. The crystal room. Okay, I should probably start with footprint detectors. So I assume the pink ones are Madame Zoe's. Found some female footprints, but I don't know whose they are. I need to find someone who knows fashionable shoes. And here's some unfashionable shoes. Are those mine? Was that me walking up to the crystal spot? Well, whoever did it took a full lap around the crystal. They must have smashed the crystal and then took a victory lap. Okay. That's odd. The soot in this fireplace seems disturbed, as if someone scuffed it with his foot. Or her foot. Pieces of the crystal are dented, like someone had to use a tool to be able to break it. Would any of the guests know about the properties of Fortunite? This crystal holder is not the one I built for Madame Zoe in the first game. This trio of winged gargoyles was probably meant to protect the crystal. I wonder who they saw in here last night. Well, let's just use our make alive spell and bring them to life, and then we can ask them directly. What game is that I'm thinking of? I swear there's a game where that would have been the solution. Just bring the gargoyles to life. I can't tell if this clock thinks it's 10:15 or 3:50. Hang on, can I? Well, apparently my... There... I didn't hit the button again. I don't know why it unequipped. Tell me what time it is! Tell me what time it is! Yikes. Sounds like some parts are missing. So, I gotta... repair it and then... Alright, Tex, I gotta get that. Yeah, that's probably wise. Besides, your team has more important things to do, like setting up my concert. The aliens can wait. I don't remember what that's in response to. This particular curtain looks very nice. It has such a wonderful texture. Past the velvety curtains and foggy panes of glass, I can just make out the decaying swamp of the darkness. Are swamplands really decaying, like, just naturally? On their own? Like, obviously, with human intervention, yes, they're decaying. We are terrible to the environment. But on their own? These drapes appear to be swaying ever so slightly in a breeze, even though the window was shut tight. Strange. Investigate further. Fine then, don't investigate the peculiar leaky window. Oh, should I keep? Yeah, footprints. Boop, 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 boop. I keep hitting that button. It's locked. Appears that the door is locked. Maybe I can open it somehow. I don't know why there was that animation. It's like, I don't know. What could possibly be? What could possibly be the method? Wait, start over. Haha. That minigame will always remind me of the side quest in Astral Chain where you're moving cars out of the way so that emergency vehicles can come through. It's so freaking clunky. It's probably like my least favorite quest I've done in Astral Chain. The rest of that game is fantastic, but that one particular section is just so rough. It is really frustrating. What's this sticking out of the book? Looks like some kind of decorating swatch. Oh, paints. Because that's where I put my paints in the library. This entire section of books is reserved for classic video game hint books. That's a big section. Don't they normally cram a bunch of hints in like one book? Like you wouldn't just buy one book just for like Super Mario Bros. Secrets. It'll also have like Super Mario Bros. 1, Super Mario Bros. 2, Super Mario Bros. 3, Mega Man. You know, have a bunch of secrets. This whole section of shelves seems dedicated to the widely popular Exotic Simanimals magazine. Yeah, sure. Keep telling yourself that, EA. Simanimals was popular. This thick volume detailing the intricacies of weevil breeding seems like an interesting read, but not helpful to my current problem. Is this just gonna make me move just this box? I think I can move those boxes too. I don't know if that's really gonna help me. I'll just do that for now. Right, gotta hit down. And then I can hit left. Yoop. Ah, okay. Yoop. Oh, nope, get back up there. That should be enough, right? Maybe I do need one more. Oh, but the camera won't... It is very specifically designed so that you can't grab the box from down there to go over there. Alright, your team is back to Earth. Or back on Earth, and the concert is all set up. I can't wait to go check it out myself. Candy Paluna... Right. I misread that as Candy Palina. I thought that was going to be a joke about someone else whose name is Candy Palina. It would sound great in the vacuum of space. Sure. Wait. There might be a statue of scholarly gentleman practically screams quiet in solitude. Ah, not quite. Oh. Wow, I just stumbled into this... Ow. Stumbled into the solution. We're doing our best to catch all the insects, but everyone is moving so slowly. Don't you guys do any kind of physical training? No, they're not the ones with the spinny thingy on their floor. Right, I can run with this out. And then I can make this jump. Activate the Finergy fields. There. I kind of like that. I kind of like that. No, I wouldn't really call... Oh. I was going to say, I wouldn't really call it a puzzle. But then I guess I wouldn't really say I solved it either. I do still like that it requires you to, like, realize you can get up here another way. Like, you can't put them halfway. If I could make this, like, in the middle and then put this back against the shelf, make a little staircase so I can jump on each individual level of box, that'd be perfect. But I guess I need at least one more box. Perhaps. It's like just barely... My jump is just barely not high enough to make that. Is there anything else I can reach? I don't think moving this is actually going to help. I remember in the other games you could hold like Z or C to like stop using the grid. Yeah, I don't think that applies to this game. Although the library's card catalog system is quite extensive, I'm not sure if Dusty Cardboard Box number 2 is the most effective reference method. What if one of these has a hint? There's enough books here to read to last a lifetime. I don't know about a lifetime. This must be the books needing to be filed pile. This looks interesting. New decorations! Yeah, I'm just gonna take this home. They won't mind. From the cobwebs covering this clock, I'd say this is the house that time forgot. Can I take your clock parts? Despite all that shaking, this clock's in good working order. Yeah, didn't I follow footprints into here? Why don't they continue in here? Okay, I need to check that shelf. Hey. Oh, shake. Yikes, I hope I didn't do any damage. It seems to be attached somehow. This must be important. Must be important. I think they forgot punctuation. The shelves seem to be custom built around her. Seem to be custom built around her. I don't know, I just don't think that insects are as cute as piggies and kitties. Although crabs are kind of cute. I don't think crabs are bugs. They're crustaceans, aren't they? So I guess there must be some way to get this unscrewed. If I shake it again. Nope, okay. I just realized how much this is reminding me of the first Luigi's Mansion, where you investigate things and Luigi's all sassy about it, like, this dusty shelf won't pass the white glove test. Please tell me about the crystal. Oh, it was so wonderful. Just gazing into it allowed one to see glimpses of the future. And you said it was made of pure fortunite? Yes, it measured 97.9 gibbosprats on the Sprattle-Gibson purity scale. And can you think of anyone who would want to destroy it? Or how it would be destroyed? Steal it, yes. Destroy it? No. And I'm unsure what could damage such a strong crystal. Gordon might know more about Fortunite. I think he was like one of the Sims under the geeky category in the first MySims. Or science category, I guess. I think there was geeky and then science. I forget. Interesting. Thank you, Zoe. Plus, also, he does kind of remind me of Gordon Freeman from Half-Life. Tell me about shoes. Oh, you forgot the apostrophe. You'd like my fashion expertise, eh, darling? Certainly. I found some footprints in the crystal room that came from a woman's shoe. Square heel, big arch, and pointed toe. Sound familiar? How garish. Those must belong to Madame Zoe, no doubt. She has the foulest sense of fashion. Does Zoe have a reason for her footprints being in the crystal room? Probably, yes. How did you know Cyrus, Trevor? Oh, wonderful. A real criminal question. Criminal question? What wonderful research for my next play. Yes, it is. You have an answer? Oh, of course. Well, I hate to toot my own horn, but I was Cyrus's favorite playwright. Really? Oh, yes. He was a huge fan. We met years ago at a signing for my new play. He has such wonderful taste. Okay. And then you became friends? Close friends. Okay, Trevor, thanks. The closest! Hey, Gordon Freeman. What do you know about Fortnite? I know a good deal about its properties. Was there specific information you wanted to know? I was looking for information on what could break a Fortunite crystal. Ah, that information is kept in the authoritative Fortunite reference book. Fame and Fortunite. A complete reference. Do you have a copy on you? No, but Cyrus has had a rare first edition copy of it in a cardboard box at the top of the library. The top! The top! The Fortunite book is at the top of the library in a cardboard box. I need to climb up there to read it. Oh yeah, didn't I have another question? Oh, no, never mind. Where does this go? Dining room. What's for dinner? Maybe it's me, but I swear I just saw the serving platter move. I'll show you moving. No. No, I'm afraid to see what's under that cover. I like that you can even have that interaction, though. It won't let... I mean, technically it won't let you, but there is a special interaction for it. Hey, Violet. I haven't actually gotten to talk to you since growing up here, have I? Tell me about yourself, Violet. I don't like to talk about myself. Could you at least tell me anything about how you knew Cyrus? I don't like to talk about my past. Okay, Violet. I guess I'll leave you alone. Violet is reluctant to share her past. Why? Can I locate more information about her around the mansion? Or maybe I could just not pry. Okay, so now that I know that I need to get to the top of the library, maybe now I can actually access the things that let me get up there. Like, maybe now I can move an extra cardboard box or something. Maybe I can unscrew this. What's supposed to be important? The shelves seem to be custom built around her. Check, 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 check. Oh, no, where's the... There. I don't know how I lost track of the button. Oh, it looked like the bus lit up as I went over it. Well, there's nothing on the coffee table. But is there anything in the coffee table? A lot of dust. And there's a lot of dust under the table. Maybe I can move the coffee table now. No, I can't reach down. I don't suppose I'm not actually supposed to be climbing the shelf, am I? Like, maybe I'm supposed to be... Oh. Supposed to jump, for one thing. Like, maybe I'm supposed to be jumping to over here? What? Do the jump button. I don't know why I made that so difficult for myself. Dude. All my little guys are safe back in their little houses. Isn't it wonderful? Time for the tea party. Okay, so that's at least 2 of my missions done. Are all 3 done now, or do I still have any ongoing? I can move the books. Oh. I thought I could put them down to give the shelf a little bit more height. Or this stack. But it does give me a little step up. There we go. Okay, I like that a little less because you have to realize that you can also move that tiny little thing. Whoa! Okay, it's fine. Yeah, you gotta realize that you can move that thing that looks just like set dressing because there's nothing else in this place that you can move other than the cardboard boxes and that one tiny little pile of books. So it's a little, I would say it's a little obscure. Maybe a little too challenging there. Who took the cookies from the cookie jar? I would love some, but it's empty. How did a piano get all the way up here and fit in this tiny little treasure chest? An ant farm. Roxy probably won't like this very much, but it would be a nice addition. Well, I can't decorate the lobby anyway, so she won't have to see it. Okay, carefully. Stacking boxes. How to move up in the world. Now, there's a book I can get behind. What about this pile? Gosh, they're really running out of room, aren't they? There are books crammed everywhere. Carefully. Carefully. Oh, here's that second edition I misplaced. I knew I should have looked on top of a 3-story chandelier first. More F space stuff. Oh, that's new. Actually, how about I maybe... Nope, it's snapping. Okay. Yeah, it works for me. Examine. According to this book, the only thing strong enough to damage the Fortunite Crystal is a silver hammer. Where might I find a silver hammer around the mansion? Now, was that spot that said door? No, not that. Is the vent supposed to be a door? I'm just wondering if maybe it's like a shortcut or... Okay, I don't know. I think I'll just jump down. Oh, Banazoi might know. You know where I might find a hammer? A hammer? You just talk to the butler. He's the one that handles all the menial tasks around here. Thanks, Zoe. I'll talk to Carl. It's over in the dining room still. No, he's just left. Where do you keep the household's tools? Tools. Hammers, sledges, and such. I'm looking for any item that could have been used to shatter the crystal. I keep all of the tools in my toolbox. I think I left my toolbox outside. Thanks, Carl. You've been very helpful. I live to serve. Well, I serve, anyway. What's over here? Is this the bathroom? No, it's the kitchen. I don't suppose there's anything helpful in here, so I'm just gonna open this crate and then leave. A sack of flour. I don't know why I need to keep that. Anything helpful in the fridge? This would look very expensive. Except, is that a world's greatest zombie mug tucked behind the gravy boat? Not there, there. Just gonna take their cookies. Hey, dumb waiter. But where is the smart waiter? What if I can force this open? Man, I can't even F-space it open. Okay, guess I'm going outside then. There's a mower. This lawnmower hasn't been used in a long time. Or ever, since this is a swamp. I don't know, you have to mow your lawn in a swamp? You probably do. Wait, I wanted to... Okay. If this were MySims 1, this would be where you would do fishing, and then you fish up essences. Here lies the bones of Carl Weatherby, the greatest golf caddy in the bayou. But where is his toolbox? It's Shrek's house. Okay. I don't know why it counts my moves. Like I even know what the minimum amount of moves is. I see you there, chest. Capelet? Time to party like it's 1899. A great desk for the HQ, a perfect place for recruits to gather their thoughts. And of course, what would a desk be without a chair? Wild mushrooms are delicious, but many are toxic. I never picked them without my trusty horticulture book in hand. Or horticulture. Another chest. Where's that red light coming from? It's getting hit in the back with some red light. Soundtracks of the Bayou. These have been nice additions to the HQ sound system. Like, see, there's red light. Where's that coming from? Ugh, this stagnant water smells terrible. I didn't know water could smell. Unless it was sewage. But at that point, it's no longer water. It's sewage. There's the toolbox. This toolbox may contain a silver hammer. Unfortunately, it's locked. That's not unfortunate. That just means I get to do another lockpicking puzzle. Okay. This looks tricky. Nope, get up there. Oh, wasn't as tricky as I thought. I need to analyze the hammer in the toolbox to see if it's made of silver. We'll put that away. Don't mind me clipping through the toolbox. Roxy, can you analyze this hammer? I need to know if it's made of silver. Ooh, there's starting molecules that aren't next to each other. That's weird. I can make like a chain with those. Boop. Oh no, that's not gonna work. Boop, boop. So I can do there and there. Maybe gotta have it like that. Straighten that line out a little bit. Boop. No, that doesn't work. There we go. Yep, it's a silver hammer. What's more, I found traces of some kind of crystal on it. Forensic analysis has proven that Carl's hammer is made of pure silver. I thought the undead couldn't touch silver. This is the instrument used in the crime. Well, that doesn't mean he did it. I should talk to Carl about this evidence since it makes him a likely suspect. Or likely framed. The storm must have knocked down the tree. And then I'll knock down the rest! Ooh, that was a workout. Why am I able to shake all these things for no reason? Let me see if I can platform to over there. A mustache plant. Such a funny name. I guess it sort of looks like an old greasy stash. No, it doesn't. Looks more like a mop. Okay, almost there. Oh, wait, up. What's this shiny object stuck in the crack in this bark? Or in the bark? A trophy! Trophy for my mad platforming skills. Oh, and there's my plane. Boing, boing, boing. What if I could jump up to that door up there? I feel like if I can, then it's probably just gonna be like the library, where like if I'm not supposed to be there yet, I can't do. Actually, no, never mind, because that was me just not being able to solve that puzzle. Never mind. I found a silver hammer in your toolbox. Oh yes, my trusty hammer. Is that what was used to smash the crystal? Yes, it was. The fact that it was in your toolbox leads me to believe that you were the one who used it. Shouldn't that be who used it? But I didn't. I would never smash the crystal. Why would I want to destroy something I've been protecting for years? I'm not sure. It does seem out of character, but this doesn't look good for you, Carl. Who here could help me discover Carl's motivation? Probably not Violet. She won't tell me crap. Stop walking away from me, Gordon Freeman. What brings you here, Gordon? Well, old Cyrus was a good friend of mine. He was in my book club. And you figured he might leave you something in his will? Indeed. I thought he might leave me a book or two. He had quite an extensive collection. Anything else I should know? I once read in a book that butterflies taste with their feet. I'm gonna go ahead and not write that down. Thanks. Oh, she's busy. I'm not gonna interrupt. Looks like a relation of Roxy's. A grandmother, perhaps? I don't know that Barney knew... Didn't know that Barney knew Cyrus. I wonder if they were related somehow. I thought I could examine the middle one. There's Violet, I think. Why would Cyrus have a portrait of Morcubus in his house? And is that Poppy? I guess Poppy doesn't wear glasses, so probably not. Weird. This is a portrait of a messenger I saw once. Okay. I got a messenger trophy. Hate to interrupt your spell, but I found footprints at the crime scene. Your footprints at the crime scene. I was in there preparing for my reading when I found the shattered crystal. That's why my footprints are there. Okay, thanks, Zoe. So footprints are all over the crystal room, and her alibi seems a little weak. Seems like she may be a suspect. Okay, but what about all the other footprints? Oh, they don't continue from there. They were stairs. They went downstairs. I guess technically it's the opposite. They went upstairs, not downstairs. I'm the one who went upstairs. Or down, whatever. Is this just leading me back to the toolbox? Suspect must have stopped off at the toolbox. I wonder where he came from before that. Keep following them. Footprints come from the swamp. I can't track footprints underwater, but I bet the trail continues somewhere on the other side. Well, not to Shrek's house, so that rules him out as a suspect. Back inside! Into the kitchen. Into the dumbwaiter! Since the dumbwaiter doesn't work, I'll need to determine the identity of whoever left these footprints some other way. Crap. Is that a rat? Carl, may I check your shoes? Oh, this is so awkward. What is it? If I lift my foot too far off the ground, it may fall off. Well, we can't have that, can we? Yes, we can. He put his arm back on. I didn't get Carl's footprints, but this kitchen floor is too clean. He isn't leaving any footprints. Could I get the floor dirty? Well, I have an idea, but I don't know how to execute. It's the flour, but I don't know. Several recipe books. How to serve Cajun. Roots and tubers? Mushrooms, the forgotten fungi. Keep that in the back of my mind, because I may need a book on mushrooms later. I'm cooking in the crime scene. I have no idea what I cooked. This appears to be clogged. Could they have gotten an octopus stuffed in their drain? I don't know, why don't I use the sink and see if an octopus essence comes out? There's a thick coat of dust on here. I'm afraid to see what's underneath. Ah, well, let me do it again. The jar holds enough jam to spread over a large area. The top is stuck on, though. We'll see about that. Oh, okay. Just go ahead and do that. Now I just need to get Carl to step in the jam. Well, that's not the idea I had. Carl. Hey, Carl. Hey, Carl. I'm hungry, Carl. Can you make me something? Certainly. It would be my pleasure. How about a sandwich? That sounds great. Thanks, Carl. When Carl steps in that jam, his footprints will be easy to find. Oh, no. Get the... There we go. These footprints come from Carl. Footprints from Carl match the footprints in the crystal room. That puts Carl at the scene of the crime. Okay, well, it's looking more like he did it then. But I still need one more piece of evidence. Is that as far as I go? Hey, what about my sandwich? Just a sideboard. Nothing out of the ordinary here. What makes a sideboard different than a cupboard? The suit of armor looks to be just my size. It'd be perfect for a Renaissance fair. Which is why I'm gonna shake it. Gee, I hope nobody's hiding in there right now. What about this one? With practice, perhaps I can put on a puppet show with this one. Yeah, that'd be a good use of your F-ray. It's a nice suit of armor. Not a speck of rust. Yeah, I was just thinking about earlier how crazy it is that Monty from Five Nights at Freddy's, you know, Security Breach and Ruin, he can work underwater. That's weird. He probably shouldn't be able to work underwater. Oh yeah, someone kicked the ashes in there for some reason. And the clock. I don't even know if I'm supposed to be able to do anything with the clock. Yeah, like shattered, or I guess it's ruined. Monty is able to go right through the water. Guess I better start talking to more people. And like, I mean, I know they do have submersible animatronics. Those exist in the world. You know, there was the Jaws ride in Universal. There was I think the Jurassic Park ride, also in Universal, I think, has submersed dinosaurs. And then there's that one theme park that I can't remember that has that one dinosaur ride that's like really broken down, and it's really unintentionally creepy because it's all broken down. Well, they've moved every joint on this suit of armor, and there's not a single secret passage to be found. Interesting. A magazine with an article about the mansion. Wait a second. That's a picture of Violet with Cyrus. Violet seems to have a definite connection to Cyrus, as noted in this magazine, but she's reluctant to go into details. Should I show her the magazine? Do I have the magazine? I don't think I took it, but maybe I can ask. Okay, it's grayed out. So not the fireplace. From an ancient hearth, this seems oddly free of soot. Or for an ancient hearth. What brings you to the reading tonight? Well, darling, I was Cyrus's personal fashion assistant. And you figured it would be only natural that I'm in the will? Of course, darling. That makes sense, I think. Thanks, Miss Nicole. Okay. No, I'm gonna double check. Okay, no, yeah. This cabinet must store expensive tchotchkes. That is a weirdly spelled word. Who is this a statue of? Seems to resemble Gordon, but why does he have a scepter and skull? Regardless, it looks nice trophy case. That extract piece's cheery rendition of two women is a stark contrast to the room's gloomy atmosphere. An apothecary cupboard of strange potions and macabre recipes. Something no fine dining room should be without. And breathing. Decorative plates from several exotic locales are displayed behind this case's locked glass doors. The woman in this elegant bust looks over her surroundings with a serenely snooty gaze. What a nice old face. It looks like it holds a lot of flowers. Or secrets! Take that, flowers. What about this bust? Yeah, manipulate. I shouldn't risk smashing such a nice piece of art. No. Both the value and the creepiness of this expressionist painting cannot be measured. It's the scream. It's the lamp! I put this lampshade on my head to really liven up this party. So then I should shake the lamp, get the lampshade off? No. Yeah, I was just thinking about, like, the fact that Monty in such a damaged state can go underwater. It's like, I don't know if that's supposed to be intentionally, like, a testament of how strong the animatronics in that game are, or it's just that they didn't think about it. I'm honestly leaning more towards they didn't think about it. Am I missing anything? Maybe I'll go back outside, try to jump up to that window I saw, or that I think it was a door. So yeah, I would figure with Monty being in such a like in full condition, I could believe the animatronics could maybe just, you know, walk through some like ankle deep, or not ankle, waist deep water. But like Shattered Monty, or no, Ruined Monty is like fully submersing himself underwater. Like the only thing sticking out is his hair. And he works just fine. Well, as fine as he did before. I guess that's the thing. Is that, well, define fine. Because he wasn't fine before. So it's probably just that we don't get to see the repercussions of him crawling through the water. But I guess the fact that he doesn't instantly short out when he gets submersed, that's pretty crazy. Because that's the part I really think would examine. These cattails are certainly numerous. Cat claw, kick climb, cattails. This place is pretty creepy. I feel like something is watching my every move. Could it be those disembodied eyes? A mustache plant. Such a funny name. So it looks like an old greasy stash. It's the same description as the other one. Yeah, I would expect Monty's weakness to just be, like, the moment he gets underwater, he just shorts out. It's like... That's the part I would... That's the part that blows my mind. I wonder who blew out the candles and why. I can pick it up, apparently. Ah! This candle holder seems to be stuck to the table with brain-flavored bubblegum. Bran. Maybe if I play the piano, a secret passage will open. Yeah, like arms and legs of the animatronic, I would expect to be fine. But the fact that, like, his entire being gets submersed, all of his computer components, his head, his battery, any other key functional elements that probably shouldn't be getting wet. That's the part that really makes me think, like, wow, he must be pretty durable. Never mind the fact that he had his legs broken off and he was still working. Although I suppose that's pretty standard for, you know, robot durability. Have I spoken to Gordon lately? Oh, well, apparently God's got something. Oh, tell me about the crystal. Oh, Cyrus took such good care of it. It was always locked safely in that room. Did you ever let anyone in? I, as butler, was tasked with taking care of it. I would clean it and make sure it was safe. You know much about Fortunite? What could shatter the crystal like that? No, I don't know. If you don't want to know about Fortunite itself, you should probably go talk to Gordon. Thank you, Carl. And I feel like it makes sense for a robot to be able to lose a limb and then just carry on. Because, you know, they don't bleed. So it's really just like they're sending signals to a part of them that just isn't connected there, but that's about it. They don't feel the pain. They probably don't even recognize that the limb is gone. Wait, have I? Trevor, I could use your help. I don't know what I'm asking his help for. Investigation is going well, my good detective. I think I got a suspect, but I'm just not sure about the motive. Motive? Why, if you need to search deep into the hearts of your audience, the only way is to put on a play. A play? Indeed, a reenactment of the crime for all to see. Thanks, Trevor. That's certainly an option. Reenacting the crime may drive Carl to confession. I'll need a costume first, so I should talk to Miss Nicole. I think she went over here, didn't she? Yeah, let me make a costume. Sorry, I'm yawning. Why, of course I can, darling. I always bring a sewing kit with me. A costume of whom, exactly? Of Cyrus, if possible. Certainly, but I'll need some fabric. If you could find me something purple, I could make you Cyrus's favorite tuxedo. I'll see what I can find, Mr. Cole. We're gonna find something made of purple cloth. I know exactly the place. Gonna be messing with the crime scene, technically, but get through the door. Ha! These curtains are made of cloth. Hope no one minds if I borrow them. You say borrow like you can put them back. Now, can Miss Nicole make them into a costume for the play? Cloth acquired. I'd better give it to Miss Nicole to make into a Cyrus costume. It was a little bit redundant. Yeah, really rocketing through these hallways when I actually use the run button. Here's some cloth. Well, it's not exactly Italian silk, but I suppose I could whip something up. That was fast. Here you go, darling. One tuxedo that just screams, I'm wearing a tuxedo. Cyrus was well known for his flamboyant mustache, so I'll need one as well. I bet Trevor has experience with fake mustaches. Am I gonna have to go outside and get a mustache plant? What do you know about fake mustaches? On my way in, I spied some wispy weed out in the swamp. That would certainly make for a fine mustachio of wonders. Okay, mustachio of wonders, got it. You can find enough wispy weed in the swamp around here to make a mustache of wonders. To make a Mario Wonder. So I assume that's the mustache plant? Get around the thing. Here's some wispy weed. You told me it was a mustache plant. Explains why they had the same description at least. Here's some wispy weed. Got everything I need. I should report it to Trevor and get this place started. I still think maybe you could jump up there. Trevor, stop crying. I'm ready. Indeed, you've got a tuxedo, a grand mustache, and a sack of flour to give you that ghostly parlor. Oh, I didn't even know I needed the flour for this. Now, let us launch our ruse, wherein we'll catch the conscience of the crowd. Attention, everyone. Could everyone gather around, please? What's this all about, Nikki? Buddy and I have been investigating the mansion, and we would like to hold a little reenactment. You have some insight into what happened to the Fortunite? Yes, using scientific investigation methods, we've discovered some clues that have allowed us to recreate the events of the crime as accurately as possible. Oh, I thought I was going to be the one wearing that. Hiya, pals. I'm Cyrus's ghost. Ooh. I'm playing the part of the Fortunite. Nikki, what have you done to the suit I made you? Sorry, Miss Nicole. I'm solving mysteries is messy work sometimes. Sorry. Whatever for, darling. I love it! I will call this new look Spirit by Nicole. Okay, well, I guess you didn't need a Fortunite to predict the next fashion trend. Okay, let's just proceed with the reenactment. Wow, you sure are valuable, Fortunite Crystal. I'd sure better give you to somebody else now that I'm dead and stuff. I am shattered! Oh no, pal. My crystal. Good thing my ghost was here and I saw who did it. It was... you! The end. That was the second worst play I've ever seen in my life. Let's go to me a sweet Cyrus suit. New dispatch missions. The wizard? Carl seemed much more disturbed by the fake ghost of Cyrus than anyone else. Surely his guilt has gotten the better of him. But did he really do it? I'll tell Zoe about the results of my investigation. I've solved the case, even though there's still some lingering questions going around. Wonderful, Sherry. Do tell. Attention everyone, our friend here has some important news for all of you. The investigation has been going well. We followed a number of leads, and we've come to a conclusion. It looks like Carl smashed the Fortunite Crystal. It was the zombie! I have starred in 27 different plays where the butler did it. How did I not see this coming? No, I wouldn't. Cyrus was my friend. Carl, I am shocked at this betrayal. You have destroyed a priceless treasure and ruined everyone's evening. Why won't you listen? Oh, what's the use? Carl! Buddy, I'll be right back. So do we have dinner now, or... Now we say goodnight. I'm sorry to have wasted all of your time. Thank you for bringing this terrible matter to a close. Violet, you know it wasn't me. Cyrus and I have been friends since long before the Nightmare Crown incident. I know, Carl. To think of all the research Cyrus and the others did. All they sacrificed. Or no. Carl, it's not your fault. Oh, you got the dumbwaiter open. Nikki, you don't really believe that Carl destroyed the Fortunite, do you? Hold up a second. How on earth did Carl just use that dumbwaiter? I couldn't get anywhere with it. Oh, he has some special trick for it. I'm sure if you fiddled with the dumbwaiter's gears, you could get it working again. So if I go up the dumbwaiter, I'll find Carl. Probably. But this is a very old house. It's filled with secret passages, you know. Really? Interesting. I want to live in a secret mansion, in a mansion with secret passages. All right, Violet. I'm going to keep investigating. Perhaps there is another secret entrance into the crystal room. I should go back and investigate further. But did you know you can use your double jump to glide further? It should fix the dumbwaiter and use it to get to Carl. Okay. Yeah, I should probably use belts wherever possible to save, well, this one small gear I have. Actually, that... doesn't work. Well, kind of. Because that... I need that one spinning, so I can do that. Oh, wait. Oh, that works too. Let me take those away for a moment. Then I can get that spinning. Get those moving. That reaches. Very close. Yeah, those don't connect. But that does. And then there we go. Time to find out why Carl did this. You know, I think when I was younger, riding a dumbwaiter like that was something I always wanted to be able to do. I shouldn't get lost in these rafters before speaking with Carl. But now that I'm adult, and I'm aware of how elevators are kind of, I mean, well, maybe not elevator, but the fact that it's like a moving platform, and you could get like the tip of your finger pinched someplace, and then it, yeah, sounds like something I'd be kind of terrified to do. Carl, why'd you break the crystal? I don't know, Nikki. To be honest, I don't even remember breaking it. How can you not remember? Your hammer was used and your footprints are all over the room. I just haven't been sleeping well lately. It's those voices. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Voices? Tell me about the voices. They're like whispers. I hear them in the night. Or at night. It's like the moon is telling me things. Things about Cyrus and the Fortunite. And where do those voices come from, Carl? At first, I thought it was coming from my heating vent. But now I know. They're coming from inside my head. Carl, tell me about that vent. I'd like to check it out. Oh, it comes into my room through the rafters. It goes almost all the way up to the roof. I should check the rafter area outside Carl's room, now that I'm allowed to do that. Well, better get climbing. Ah, and have a refreshing drink of water while I do so. I see a box I can open. What? There, shake it. Wario Land, shake it. Which is another game. Another game I should finish. I was on the lookout for Egyptian. Collected this Egyptian vase. Will look great back at HQ. Well, there's a Greek one too. I'm not putting the Greek one down. Too much Greek stuff. Come on, lean back. That nope, too far. It's unbelievable how much storage space is up here. Oh, nope. Lean too far. Come on. Come on. Lean. 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 Excuse me. Your balance was never really my strong suit. I'm not very good at balancing on balance beams. I found a feather. I thought it was a slice of pizza for a moment. I still don't get why it sounds like a piece of paper ripping when you open one of those. Oh, because I used to love video games. I'm sure you won't mind me taking them back today just to play them on the arcade machine. The vent carries my voice in Carl's room, making it sound mysterious and spooky. This is where the voices are coming from. The feather must be from whoever was whispering to Carl. Did it fall from his or her clothing? I bet Mr. Cole would know. It probably came from her outfit. I don't know. Now we gotta go across all these balance beams again. Did I miss a crate? I think I did. Come on. Come on. I can't jump that? Okay. Lean. Lean. Did I investigate that pipe? Did I remember to do that? Well, too late now. Go this way? Yeah, there we go. We have a big crate, so you probably got big stuff. Statues of armor. And another one. I do like symmetry. Suits of armor are always a kind of thing where it seems like you're supposed to decorate a doorway with one on either side. Should I check in with Carl? No? Okay. I'm not gonna fill him in. Can I fill Violet in? Carla and I had a good chat. Oh, great. What did he have to say? There are definitely some loose ends on this case. Don't worry, Violet. I'll figure this out. Oh, thank you, Nikki. 2 exclamation marks. So happy. Mr. Cole, do you recognize this feather? Yes, of course. Those old things, they must belong to Madame Zoe. I need to have a talk with Zoe and figure out what she might have been doing in the rafters. I'll chat on the stairs while I stare directly at her waistline. I'd like to ask you a few more questions. Certainly, mon chéri. Whatever can I do to wrap up this case quickly and forever? That doesn't sound suspicious at all. You seem awfully eager to get me out of here. The case is solved. I do not understand what need there is to continue investigating. Or perhaps you'd like everyone else out of the house for some reason. A reason involving the Fortunite or the will. If I just wanted everyone to leave, I could have simply hypnotized them. So you can hypnotize, huh? You know hypnotism? You must be quite talented. Well, I don't like to brag, but I am quite good at it. See, that's the thing you gotta do. It's like when you gotta flatter suspects because criminals have big egos. Oh, but I'm sure your skills have limits. You couldn't hypnotize me if I was unwilling, could you? Nonsense. My craft has been passed down by the ancients into my able hands. There is no task I cannot perform. Wow. Could you hypnotize me into committing a crime? Yes, I can even do that. Although I never actually would do that, of course. Thank you, Zoe. Zoe's an expert hypnotist. She was in the attic and could have hypnotized Carl into smashing the crystal, but why? Yes. That was the only part I read, was just yes. One clue towards yes. Now what? Other ways in. I guess going back to my earlier comments about, like, I want to live in a haunted, not haunted mansion. I want to live in a mansion with secret passages. Cinderella seems to serve as someone scuffed it with his foot. Yeah, I don't think I would actually want to live in a mansion. I don't want to have a lot of living space that's hard to account for, you know what I mean? The clock's hands are stopped, but I can hear faint rearing inside. Maybe I should take a closer look. There's something odd about the broken clock in the crystal room. I need to find some spare parts to fix it. From what? I guess the other clock. Now is the time. No pun intended. There we go. Salvage. Sweet. I've collected a set of spare parts. These will come in handy. Yeah, like I like the idea of having space. You know, plenty of space for like shelves and shelves full of like games and stuff. Also, this painting reminds me of that one painting in Wind Waker with like all the royal family on it. But no, it's just Madame Zoe. Yeah, I don't want a lot of space that's like it takes me a while to get around the house, or you know, there's plenty of space for people to hide in the house. Because that'd be scary. You know, having a ghost in your house, that'd be one thing. You know, living in a haunted mansion is one thing. But I'm trying to remember where there's other clocks. But even scarier than that is having a mansion that's big enough that someone could be secretly living in it without you knowing. I guess my thing is, like, I want it to be, you know, I want to have space, but not so much space that I can't hear what's going on in the kitchen from my bedroom, you know? Like, I want to be able to hear if there's a noise somewhere in the house. You know, someone, like, breaks a window or something. I need 5 parts? What other pieces of technology I'm going to salvage from? The lamp? Because now's the time to really think of something to talk about, because I'm going to be wandering around for a while trying to figure out where I can get parts from. Salvage from the oven. I thought I had a shake. No, I don't have to shake to salvage. And the fridge. So now just one more thing. Salvage the beans! Maybe something in Carl's room? Yeah, have I talked about the Switch 2 yet? I feel like I might have, but I can't remember. I think it's obvious to say. I'm excited. Okay, it doesn't seem I can salvage anything unless I have to investigate first and then. Sold wind-up train sure looks like fun. Too bad it's broken. Okay, wait. No. Seen a lot of stuffed animals in my time, but never a croc head. It's kind of funny. Yeah, it's funny. I was talking about Montgomery Gator earlier, and now there's a gator. Failing hear strange sounds echoing from this ventilation shaft. Looks like there was something under the covers. I'll shake it out. Why use my hands like a normal person? Ah! There must be hundreds of bugs in that bed. Nope, not there. This skull is by far the most clean and well cared for item in this room. Creepy. Okay, I don't think I can salvage anything in here. I hope I don't have to climb all the way up. Or all the way up again, I mean. Keep looking around over here. Yeah, I'm very excited for Switch 2. It's like I've been happy with my Switch 1. I'm definitely able to notice its shortcomings now. Like, you know, games not performing as well as they could. Despite the ever-present fire, the hearth tools don't appear to get much use. Salvage the lamp! No. Like, Echoes of Wisdom, I think, is definitely the best example of, like, the Switch needs an upgrade. Oh, salvage the piano. Because, you know, when I think clock, I think piano. Got all the parts I need. Go and do the clock. It's like, I find Echoes of Wisdom perfectly playable as it is. I'm not one of those people who's like, ugh, this game dips below 30 frames per second. It's literally unplayable. But, like, yeah, it's noticeable that it dips below a certain frame rate. And the Switch probably shouldn't be struggling to run that game. Especially because Nintendo is usually pretty good about optimizing their games. So, you know, any sort of new hardware for Nintendo, you know, any kind of upgrade they can do to the Switch, that's awesome. And I don't really know specs that well. I don't know how well the Switch 2 should be running. I don't know what people are expecting from it. But as far as I'm concerned, it's exactly what it needs to be. You know, it could run it's like what are all those words people like to use? It's like 1080p, 120 frames per second. It can hit 4K if you put it in a dock. It's like, yeah, that sounds awesome. It's like, I don't know if it's the first handheld to be able to do that, because I don't know the specs of the Steam Deck. I never paid attention to the Steam Deck or any Switch, I don't say knockoff, but, you know, Switch wannabe. I don't know if that's a meaner word to use than knockoff. There's a secret passage behind the fireplace of the crystal room. I should explore it. Use the door. Now it's a 2D section. Ah! Okay. It's fine, I can keep talking. And then no one explode. Explosive barrels, I better keep my distance. It's a good thing I'm stuck in 2D. So yeah, I can't... I'm not able to compare it to the Steam Deck. I don't personally have a Steam Deck. Why, this is a perfect place for fine art. No, it's not. Who's gonna see it besides people crawling in the space like me? Oh, F space. Speaking of space. F space. Or Fenergy vent, I guess, not F space. I don't know why I was taking it off the two-dimensional axis. But yeah, as far as I'm concerned, like, the Switch 2 is exactly what people have been asking for. As far as... I guess not as far as I'm concerned. As far as I know, the Switch 2 is everything people have been saying it should be. Which is why it's frustrating to see people being like, oh, Nintendo's really fumbling. The Switch 2 is really... And mostly people just being mad about pricing. Well, this is a spooky-looking urn. I sure hope this isn't Uncle Cyrus. Use door. Oh, there's more platforming? Okay. Yeah, I'll be honest, I don't really like these 2D sections. Not very engaging 2D gameplay. But put the books down. What? Sorry, my what do they call it? What do you call it again? Hello? Program? The Oculus client started up. I don't know. I guess I accidentally hit it. Okay. Yeah, I find it pretty frustrating seeing people being so mad about the pricing and then acting like the Switch 2 isn't still, like, you know, aside from the price, isn't still, like, everything people have been hoping is for it. Like, oh, no, they're doing the bare minimum with the Switch 2. It's like, okay, that's an opinion, I guess. Certainly not an opinion I share. Certainly an unfavorable opinion. And I've seen people compare it to, like, oh, remember when Sony launched the PlayStation 3 at $400 and people laughed them out of the... Or, I guess laughed them off stage because it was an E3 thing. Can I... But... Or no. Is that how it's supposed to be? Is that enough? Can I go up like that way? Is that why I can't put the books on the box? Okay. Whoop, hang on. A bunch of notes regarding the Fortunite Crystal. Who put these here? Do I want to go through that door? Or do I want to keep going down? But, like people have been comparing it to the PlayStation 3 launched with like a similar price, but you forget that's before inflation. That it launched, like the PlayStation 3 launched at like $400 and everyone was like, oh, that's too expensive. Back in whatever, like, what was it, 2012 or something? Oh wait, there we go. Forgot I could rotate. Yeah, adjusted for inflation, that's like $800 in today's money that they were asking for the PlayStation 3 at launch. So no, it's not like the Switch 2 launch. The tunnel system is quite extensive. I wonder if there's anything hidden in there. Okay, yeah, I guess that's my cue to go back. It's funny, I know fireplaces can be connected sometimes, but not like this. Because, you know, something like when they're up and down, they'll be connected. Anyway. It's also funny that people are like, oh, the Switch 2 costs as much as a PS5. Not anymore. Sony announced that they're raising the price. It's like Sony saw people going, the Switch 2 shouldn't cost as much as a PlayStation 5. And then Sony's response was, you're right. We should be asking for more money for a PlayStation 5. The shaft must have collapsed at some point. It's all blocked up tightly now. I can't get it open? Shoot, well then, I don't know what I'm missing. Like, what areas do I need to look in to find what I'm looking for? I don't know, people are upset that games are $70 now, but I don't know why people are so mad at Nintendo, because, like, when Tears of the Kingdom came out, we knew they were going to start doing $70 games. Battle Spoiler is old. I'm surprised that even works at all. Or that it works still. It's like, why do people acting like it's such a betrayal that the new Donkey Kong game is going to be $80? I guess I can't backtrack from here. I guess I got a loop. It's like, it's not a surprise that Donkey Kong is $70. Tears of the Kingdom was $70. And, like, yeah, and I know it's weird that they also, well, didn't make that jump. That the new Mario Kart is going to be $80 for physical. And actually, I forget if that's... Because there's been misinformation going around. That's another frustrating thing. Because in Europe, physical editions are $10 more. And I think even I'm mixing that up now too, because in Europe, it's $10 more for a physical version. But that is not the case in America. So no, Mario Kart is not $90 for a physical version. It's $80. Which is still weird. I don't know why Mario Kart is $80. It shouldn't be, when they already announced the $70 price points for, you know, select games. But fine, whatever. You know, the economy is certainly in a condition right now. Certainly, I blame shareholders. I do not blame Nintendo directly. I blame their shareholders being like, hey, more money, please. Can I make, like, I gotta get over there. That's gotta be my goal. And here's that jump that I thought I couldn't make. I hate have to get down to get out of that. How do I... But yeah, so there's been misinformation going around with people being like, Nintendo's asking $90 for physical games. Like, no, that's wrong. That is incorrect. Can I move that over there? No. I think I already tried that. So now there's this narrative going around of like, oh, Nintendo is such an awful, greedy, anti-consumer company right now. It's like, no, they're being a normal business. It's not anti-consumer just because they're charging $10 more. And I still don't know what else people are expecting out of Switch 2. That they're like, oh, they're only doing the bare minimum with the Switch 2. Like, it's a handheld. A handheld, mind you, that is still as thin as the original Switch 1. The only thing that's bigger is the screen size. And the Joy-Cons to compensate as well, but people have been saying the Joy-Cons are too small anyway, so I think that's a plus. Man, if only I could, like, pocket these stairs. Oh, hey. How did I not see this? Mysterious trunk. It's locked up tight, too. Time for a lockpicking minigame. Okay. It seems tricky. But the last time I said that, it wasn't tricky. Ah, yeah, there we go. The trunk is full of Fortunite crystals? That seems implausible. I should analyze them to see if they're real. Time for an analysis minigame. Roxy, can you analyze these crystals? I want to know if they're real Fortunite. Yeah, it's been kind of... It's honestly been kind of hard to be excited about the Switch 2 when there's so much negativity and misinformation going around. It's really frustrating. Maybe we can put that there. But no, that doesn't work. But yes. Every crystal sample is coming back negative. Those crystals are definitely not Fortunite, Nikki. They're fakes. Well, then, was the one that was broken real Fortunite? Wait, did I analyze? No. No, I didn't analyze the original, did I? I analyzed the hammer. All the crystals in the trunk are fakes. But what about the broken one in the crystal room? Could that have been a fake too? Yeah, that's what I was just saying. Okay, so I found what I was looking for in this area. Yeah, and also people are mad about Nintendo charging $10 for the welcome tour. Which I think Arlo made a perfect point about it. And actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I'm not sure if these were Arlo's words or if he was quoting someone else, but Welcome Tour is not called Welcome Tour in Japan. Roxy, I've got another Fortunite sample for you to analyze. And the idea is that people probably wouldn't be mad if Welcome Tour wasn't called Welcome Tour. Because you don't pay for a welcome. You don't pay to be welcomed. And I think that's a perfect point. The fact that it's called Welcome Tour, I think, is the part where people are like, well, why am I paying for this? Why are you charging for this? You know, maybe if I... No. No, that doesn't work. So maybe if they had called it something different, that people wouldn't be mad. Oh, I got it. I got it. Bingo. Another fake. There's no Fortunite in that sample. So this was all a charade. The broken Fortunite crystal isn't even real. This whole crime was a setup. Was Carl set up? Yes. Carl was framed. I should tell Violet. Yeah, so I'm of the camp that I definitely understand wanting Welcome Tour to be free. You know, wanting it to be a pack-in game. But $10 is not anti-consumer to charge for a product that they made. You know, artists should get paid for their work. We can all agree on that, right? Game developers should be paid for the things that they do. I've solved the case. Wonderful. Let's gather everyone and settle this once and for all. So that's why I'm like, why are people so mad that a product costs money? Like, they worked on it. They did work, did they not? Should they not be paid for work? Darling, what are we doing here? I thought the matter was settled. Yes, so did I. Completely settled. Exactly the way you wanted it to look, Madam Zoe. Since you are the one who told Carl to destroy the Fortunite. What? That's ridiculous. You can't prove it. I can, and I will. I feel like there was a... Isn't there, like, a bit in Ace Ventura where he says that? He's like, oh, I can, and I will. Here's what really happened. We know that Carl broke the crystal with his silver hammer, but Zoe forced him to do it. We found one of Zoe's feathers outside of a vent in the attic. It was the perfect place to whisper hypnotic suggestions down to Carl while he slept. So I was just sleepwalking, but I still destroyed Cyrus's crystal. Not necessarily. We found a secret passage in the mansion that was hiding a trunk. It was full of fake crystals. Using the same secret passage, Zoe snuck into the crystal room and swapped the real Fortunite with one of the fakes. She's leaving a trail of soot. You'd think I would have been able to detect that before. I then hypnotized Carla into doing the dirty work. So that means I only destroyed a fake? Yep, the real Fortunite crystal is perfectly safe. We haven't found it yet, but it's safe. Isn't it, Madam Zoe? Very clever, Nikki. Here's the real crystal. Incredible. But how did you come to suspect Madam Zoe? Through all the steps I just explained. That I found a feather in the vent and I knew something didn't feel right as soon as Buddy and I arrived. We were promised dinner and the will reading, but Zoe was surprisingly eager to get everyone into the crystal room. She knew that as soon as everyone saw the smashed crystal, they would lose interest and go home. Right, pal? Exactly, Buddy. So I like that Buddy is actually, like, he's not an idiot in this game. Like, I don't know how much in the other games he was really conveyed as being stupid, but, you know, he's not lagging behind here. He's actually following along. It's good to see, you know, the comic relief character actually following along with what's being explained. She wanted everyone gone so she could keep the crystal and the mansion to herself. Then she must have suspected that she wouldn't inherit the estate. In fact, I bet she knew. Maybe Zoe peeked into the Fortunite a little early to see who would be named in the will. Only you didn't like what you saw, did you, Zoe? Would you please hand your uncle's will to Buddy? Let's see. I, Cyrus Bodro, being of sound mind, do hereby entrust the entirety of my estate to Miss Violet Nightshade. Her? Whoa! The cruel ladies of fate have left poor Trevor empty-handed yet again. Congratulations, Violet. You can keep the house and that miserable crystal. There must be more Fortunite out there somewhere. And I'm going to find it. I like how her little profile icon next to her name looks like she's doing the innocent whistle where you're like, I'm not doing anything strange. Don't look at me. Hey. It's okay, buddy. I don't think we'll see her again. Nikki, thank you so much for all you've done. May I walk you out to your jet? I trust you can all see yourselves out. I'm going to go ahead and file this as the worst dinner party ever. We didn't even get dinner. There's still one thing I haven't figured out. What is the connection between your family and Cyrus? I suppose there's no harm in telling you. My brother and Cyrus were good friends. My sister and I used to play here all the time when we were younger. That's why you prefer him to your Uncle Cyrus? Refer to him as your Uncle Cyrus. Yes, he was like family, but there was more.